Hello, this is Richard with Farmboy Garden. I thought I'd bring you in the tomato house here and give you an update, show you how things are going. We got both of our plantings. Each planting's 400 tomato plants in this house. The first planting is the planting with the white plastic already on it. Everything is in pretty good shape there, so we go ahead and put the plastic down, of course, before the weeds start. Then this is what we just planted this past weekend, and of course we'll wait until next week before we put the plastic down to make sure we don't have any issues with any plants or the drip line or any problems whatsoever before we cover it up and you can't really see it. So the purpose of the video today is to show you our beehives. All right, there it is. I don't know what y'all know about bees, but these beehives come with a reservoir with sugar water in it for food on the bottom. And to release your bees, you pull this door up. You might have noticed the bars on the one hole. That's because bees have an in and an out door. So if I pull this open without pulling the sticker off first, they won't come out because the door that's open here is the in door. This is the out door. So let's pull the sticker and we'll let them out. There's your in door in case you just want them to go in and stay in. And if you want them to go out, you keep going up and you get both doors. And you can see a bee right there. Now, that particular hive has already been set and has acclimated to the temperatures in here. It's been sitting in here for about 3 or 4 hours. The bees have calmed down, and as you've seen, bumblebees are very docile. I've just really never had much of a problem with them. Excellent pollinators. I know that last year our tomato production, golly, I'd have to go with at least 25% more with the bees in here. And the reason why is because at 92 degrees, you will have a blossom drop on your tomatoes. And short of keeping it cooler, you're not going to do anything about it. The bees, however, go to work at daylight. So they're able to get out, get them pollinated before it gets too hot and you don't have that blossom drop. Okay, I'm going to show you how you address a hive when you first get it. You have to uncork that reservoir in the bottom and give them something to eat. So we'll take a look at that. Okay. Mike here is going to open it up. We'll get a look at the bees inside. Now he's going to lift out the hive so he can uncork their feed reservoir. What that does is it exposes that lick for them, and they can feed off of that through their hive. After you've done that, you'll set your hive back in. There you go. Just like that. You close the lid. After you have opened that reservoir it's a good idea to leave them calm down. You heard them starting to buzz or seen them starting to buzz around quite a bit from handling the hive. Of course, that upsets them. So it's best to leave them for an hour or two, let them calm back down a little bit, and then you'll come back, pull that sticker off so that the outdoor is open, and you'll be able to let your bees out and let them go to work. So we'll walk back down here to the other side, and we're going to let some about 5,000 ladybugs loose. I'll show you tomatoes as we go. Now these tomatoes are actually ready to be cut again. This is how we grow them on a string. You always want to stay underneath a branch, not underneath a cluster, and try to make sure your string is on the back side of the cluster and not in front, so the tomatoes don't grow into the string. Okay, here is a plant that I just got finished suckering and tying up, and you can see you go just below your blossoms, okay? If you notice, I'm holding on this branch nowhere near the blossom. This is intensive pruning. If you look at the base of the plant, there's no leaves, there's nothing, no suckers, no nothing. In order to get high production on tomatoes in a house such as this, you want to keep your foliage to a minimum. We don't leave more than about 3 or 4 leaves on the top of this plant, and this is a determinate. This is not an indeterminate. It's a determinate, and we only leave that much leaf on it because it doesn't need any more solar panels than that. We want it to feed the tomatoes and grow the tomatoes. That's why we do it the way we do it. And through several years, this is just what we have found to work the best for us. So let's go on to letting some ladybugs loose. And here are our ladybugs. There's 5,000 ladybugs in here. And all I really do is go through the house and sprinkle them like Johnny Appleseed. No, ladybugs do not bite. Not a problem. When you do let these go, you do want to have watered your plants, as you can see I did, because they're going to be a little thirsty from their trip. So that's pretty much how we do it. You just kind of shake them around, walk through the greenhouse, and let them go to work. Till next time, if you like this video, please share and like it. This is Richard with Farmboy Garden.